Hi, my name's Duncan and welcome back to my digital bubble. This week's video is a continuation of my last vlog, which is talking all about TikTok and the different methods that you can employ to grow on the platform. If you haven't watched my last couple of vlogs, I talked all about TikTok and the user journey, decoding the app, and looking at the algorithm from a theoretical perspective. Now in this week's video, I'm going to get into the nitty-gritty and do a bit of a deep dive on the different tactics that you can employ to help grow on the platform. Now there's no real consensus on how to grow on TikTok. However, what I've done is read a ton of different blogs, watched different vlogs, and picked out the common denominators that seem to have a really positive impact on growing on the platform. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Tip number one is frequency. Consistency really is key. If you're an unknown, you need to be posting roughly 3 to 4 times per day, simply because the algorithm favors those who are active users on the platform. Now on that note, if you find that there's a typical formula or template that seems to be really working for you, let's say you use a typical hashtag, you're doing a challenge video, and that seems to be really getting a lot of engagement with TikTok users, you should be leveraging that content and posting even more frequently, potentially 10 times per day. Really do leverage and utilize content that seems to be working for you and maximize your engagement, so that at the front end, you're really building your fan base, and that will stand you in good stead for the future. Tip number 2 is all about hashtags. Now in my last vlog, I talked about how TikTok and the platform is all based around discovery through hashtags. Now, rule of thumb is to focus on 2 trending hashtags. So go on the discovery page, look at the content that seems to be trending on the platform, and then 2 hashtags from your niche. And that should help your reach and engagement on the platform. Tip number 3 is duetting. So essentially clout chasing and fame through association. Looking at leveraging content and growing off the back of success of other popular content creators. Now I can hear you through my monitor saying, how do I duet? Now it's super simple. You literally click on the duet function button, and then you will do a side-by-side, minute-by-minute collaboration with that content. And the algorithm will look at that content and go, this is really popular content, people seem to be really engaging with it, and it will serve that content to those who are already engaged with that particular original video. And then you should see your numbers skyrocket through association. Tip number 4 I mentioned in my last vlog, it's really critical, and that is focusing on content which is short but sweet. Now you can do anywhere between 15 seconds and 60-second videos on the platform. You really need to be looking at videos roughly between 10 and 15 seconds, simply because users have a very short attention span, and the algorithm favors content which has a high completion rate. That is one of the key metrics for success on the platform. Now, pre-COVID, I would have said timing is everything. However, obviously people seem to have a lot more downtime, spending a lot more time at home, they're spending a lot more time on social media and engaging with content than they would have done before the pandemic. So really timing is a bit of a questionable one, but there is a theory out there which still says between 10 a.m. and 11:30 a.m. on any particular day, or after dinner time, so like 7 p.m. onwards, you should see a lot more people on the platform engaging with content. So looking at those 2 different time zones for your particular geography is key to growing on the platform. However, you can obviously look at your analytics and look at where your users are typically engaging with your content. Really do pay attention to that information so that you can leverage and maximize and optimize your content as far as you possibly can. So those are my 5 top tips for growing on TikTok. As I mentioned in previous vlogs, I'm by no means a guru or an expert on this topic. I'm super new and a complete novice, but I'm really keen to learn about the different hacks and the growth strategies out there to help grow on the platform and to employ them into my own content. I hope you found this video useful. If you did, then please do give it a like, leave me a comment, let me know what you'd like to see in my next video, and give it a share if you think it would be beneficial to anybody on LinkedIn. And I will see you all for a brand new video very soon. Take care, bye.